And so now since you just said that your premarital
Advantage.
this is a course that you all designed not for currently married people, for people like me who's possibly dating someone, correct me if I'm wrong, and who's like, yo, I seriously see you as my significant other, and I want to start the process before we even get to the process.
Right. Yeah, it's something that, before you go to premarital counseling or you watch In Unison with premarital counseling, it's just that other layer of security that's saying, okay, I know I'm supposed to know more about, how you resolve conflicts, but like, where do you lie on, like, what do you do as soon as you have a conflict? Do you hide? Do you confront? Are you combative? Like, what is that really like? You know what I mean? Can you give me some examples of that? Right. So we go deep into these discussions where these are almost mysteries that you figure out on the way to finding and being with that person, right? Because people in seasons, right? Yeah. Yvette, who she is as a wife now, is nowhere near close to who she was when we first got married. And every single child changed her, right? Every single child changed me. Every single job changed me, right? Who I am now as a man, like I don't know what I was doing when we first got together. I was tutoring math, and I didn't even pass math. You understand me? I was giving cats the wrong answers. Jesus. You know what I'm saying? Oh, gosh. It was terrible. And I married a math teacher. Like, it was just all bad.
I couldn't even trust him to grade my math test.
Yeah. She would grade my grades and be like, you did that wrong, that wrong, that wrong.
Wow.
It was rough.
Yeah. Wow. And so I'm curious, you guys, we are going to drop their information in today's show notes. I definitely want to encourage you that if you are dating someone, I think both of y'all should sit down, get this course, and sit down and have the hard conversations.
Can I interrupt you? I'm just so sorry.
No, you can't interrupt in my show. So like I was saying, not just playing. Go ahead, Yvette.
No, I do want to say that, yes, the course is created for couples, but I do believe that even single people would benefit from the course, and newlyweds. Like, if you're in your first year or two of marriage, I do believe, and you didn't necessarily do premarital counseling or whatever, I do believe that our mentorship e-course that we designed would be beneficial to you as well. I feel like it's beneficial to singles because it also gives them conversations to be having with themselves before entering a dating relationship. And if you're newly dating, but you're serious about taking it somewhere else, I think it's applicable to anybody up to 2 years marriage, from single to 2 years married. I think could benefit from it.
That's really good. So what is one thing me as a single person I should be having a conversation with myself about that y'all teach and really expand on inside of the course?
I think a lot of times, and one of the things that we talk about in the course is your how your family of origin impacts the way you view gender roles within marriage, the way you handle conflict. It impacts so much of who we are. And I think if you take the time to acknowledge some of the things that have come as a result of your experience with your family of origin, it gives you insight into what you're taking into relationships. And I think the neat thing about it is that even if you are a single person, you still are in community with people. You still have interactions with people. And so when you encounter conflict, how do you deal with that conflict in relationship with other people? And if you take time to acknowledge how your family of origin is informing that, or whatever belief systems that have already been kind of built up in you already, it gives you a lot of insight when you're walking into a relationship. I like to think of the Premarital Advantage as a readiness course. Like, we're not saying your marriage is going to be great. We're not, we're hoping that if you apply the things that we share with you in the Premarital Advantage,
at least have the conversations. It won't be a mystery.
Yes. Yeah. And so I think there's a level of readiness to it. For example, when I walked into marriage, I was not ready for sex, right? I was a virgin. I didn't have many conversations about sex. I didn't read any books about sex. There was just so much I didn't know. And as a result, I was at a readiness level of 0. Right? The Premarital Advantage is to help people avoid the readiness level of 0 and take you further along.
Yeah, we explain the definition of all like intercourse and all that stuff, right? Because some people like, hey, what hole do it go in? You know what I'm saying? Like they don't know nothing. You understand me? And I'm tired of that.
Lord Jesus.
You know what I'm saying? That's annoying.
Yeah.
Right? So I think the module.
Some people.
Right. Some people. What hole do it go in? What? You sure? Okay. No, I'm not ready. I'm not ready. So anyway,
Lord.
I think the module that is good. The module that is good for single people. Another one is the individual and combined goals.
Yeah.
We talk about how just because you get married or you're getting married or getting into a relationship, you do not have to give up on your dreams and goals and stuff like that. Because that's what people think. People think as soon as, hey, I'm getting tied down.
Yeah.
I'm ready to get cuffed up and locked down. Like they say that as if it's some type of prison. But if I communicate, hey, I got a dream to go to Trinidad, to go here, and I want to do this, and I want to go to Jamaica, and I want to do this. Hey, I don't want to do that. That's okay. You can still do that even though I don't want to, or maybe we can work together and see what I am willing to do. You know what I'm saying? But just because, right, we get married, that doesn't mean my dreams die and her dreams die. Because I thought that's what happened too. Like, oh, I got to stop doing music because I'm married now, you know, and it actually made me a better artist, I believe. You know what I'm saying? A more vast artist. So I'm not just telling stories from an MC's perspective, but through video and all types of stuff, short films. Hello. You know what I'm saying?
Storyteller, baby.
You know what I mean? So yeah. So I think the individual and the combined goals modules is really solid for single people as well.
So inside of this this mentorship that you all are building, because I think this is not a course. This is a mentorship, a community you are building to help people go from zero to at least ready in their marriages and have healthy marriages. And over the 12 years, you all have done a lot, accomplished a lot, went through a lot, got through a lot. I'm curious on this part. Do you all talk about finances at all inside of the e-course?
We do.
Yeah. We have a whole module on finances.
A whole module?
Yeah.
What is one thing y'all think single people should be doing, or what's the conversation? Because, like, you know, I'm going to keep it above, man. When I go on dates, one of the very first conversations I'm having is, what's your thoughts around money? You already know who I am. You already know I don't do that. You know what I'm saying? And some people say I should not talk about that. But I'm like, well, why hide it? And then we're not aligned. And then 2 months in, I'm feeling the girl. Now I gotta let her go because we ain't aligned on the money.
I gotta let her go.
Yeah. I think there's a lot of conversation that just about what do you believe about money? What is it for? Right? What's the intention behind it? Because some people you'll get to know right off the bat. Hey, so, you know, how do you feel about money? Like, what are some of your dreams and goals? And if they talk about, hey, I would love to be able to save for this. I would love to be able to invest and grow my money like this. And somebody's like, I'm trying to go Dubai immediately. You know what I'm saying? That's a whole different conversation. You get the answer early, right?
Yeah.
You don't have to. You don't have to say. You know, it don't got to be super deep in the conversation, right? Now, some people know the right answers to say, but if we think about it and we ask questions like, you know, what was your evidence? What was your evidence of good money in the past? So, how did your parents spend money, right? What were some of the habits you guys did, right? If it's not even in their DNA and their history, right? Their account right now should speak for that, right? And some people make decisions off of how their parents spent money before. And I would say this, when Yvette and I first got married, I was like extremely tight. I didn't want to spend no money for nothing. And that's something that I would change in the past, right? From the past. I would travel with my wife more, right?
Wow.
I would go places and spend money. And the reasons why is we can't go nowhere. we can't do nothing.
Now. Yeah.
Because of the kids.
I mean, it's not even necessarily because of kids as much as
it's because of the kids, man. They are everywhere, and there's so many of them. You know what I'm saying? And the dog.
The dog. That was don't buy a dog, y'all. Anywho, I was gonna say, what was I gonna say? Oh, we actually have you in our we shout you out in our what's it called? The book,
E-course.
The handbook.
Oh, the workbook.
The handbook. We say, you know, these are some people that you should consider following
100%.
if you are looking for wisdom on finances. But we definitely have those conversations, and it is one of those things. I mean, because when you get down to the itty gritty,
nitty gritty.
Oh,
See, that's your fault. She don't know no slang.
When you get down to the nitty gritty, I feel like so much of what we bring to a marriage has to do with our family of origin and just like how we've been groomed or bred into the world.
Mm-hmm.
And so we have them in that particular module take a lot of, we ask a lot of reflective questions about past and current and like some of the things. And sometimes people may have already actually been working on creating healthier habits surrounding money, but you want to make sure that you and your partner are aligned, because it's like one of those things where do you want to prioritize budgeting for fun? Like that's a conversation that Glenn and I could have had before we got married, but we didn't, you know? And so I think that is important to navigate.